Hello, everybody. My name is Laura Rice. I'm the library director here at Saybrook University. Welcome to Saybrook, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what the library here at Saybrook offers. Okay, so what do we have? Well, we have over 340 databases, many of those subscription databases. We have about 80,000 plus, actually, I think the high number is a little higher now, full text and abstracted journals. We have over 400,000 academic ebooks. We have many collections of streaming videos. We have full text theses and dissertations in our ProQuest Theses and Dissertations Global Database. These are dissertations completed in the US and internationally. We utilize the interlibrary loan system. This is a borrowing system, so it enables you to digitally request items that we don't have in our collection. We have instructional guides. We have citation management tools, and we have library staff and a librarian chat service that are 24/7. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about each of these things. Please know that you do have to log into the library to access our subscription content. You can actually use a lot of the library without it, but anything that is a subscription content, you're going to have to log in with your Saybrook credentials, which is your Saybrook email and password. There are many ways to get to the library. You can get there from the community pages. You can just, there's a link to the library there. You can also access the community site Academic Commons link and get there that way. You can also get there from your Canvas course. I recommend that you just go ahead and bookmark the library. You don't need to be logged in to use the library itself. We are part of the Academic Commons, which is a grouping of departments such as the Writing Center, Online Learning and Teaching, the Department of Research, Dissertation Services, and the IRB. We all work together as part of the Academic Commons. So you can go ahead and bookmark the library for quick access. This is what the library looks like. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stop sharing here the PowerPoint presentation, and I'm going to actually share, I'm going to share my screen with you. So I'd rather do this as a live. I want to run through the tabs of the library. It's just easier. I have sent you the PowerPoint. Brianna is going to be sending that out to you, so you have it as reference, and there are links in it. But I'm going to actually do this as a live demo, just to introduce you to the various parts of the library. So as I mentioned, we are part of the Academic Commons up here. Sorry, bear with me for a moment, just trying to. Okay, so this is what our library page looks like. Okay, and one of the main things, what the library is good for is we do have something called OneSearch. So OneSearch is kind of like the Google search engine of all of our databases. And we have an abbreviated search box right here. So you can actually just start looking for terms related to your topic. So one thing to remember is that databases, you want to use keywords or search terms. It's not like Google where you say, where's the best restaurant in town for Thai food or whatever. You actually just want to find terms that are related to whatever you're searching for. So if I just come in here, it's holding on to some of my searches here. So here's one I was looking for: student sleep deprivation and dementia. You can just put keywords in and you can go ahead and do your searching. So one search will bring back a number of results. So you can see that I didn't need to sign in to use the library, but I'm going to actually sign in now to continue to use the library because I want to be able to access any of these articles that I come up with. You'll see we have newspaper articles, books, uh, journal articles, open access articles, peer-reviewed articles. We have all kinds of results. So this is just a good way to get started to looking for credible and authoritative resources. So that is one search. I'm going to go back home to the library page here. So I have a whole section in the Start Here page on using OneSearch. So I would definitely recommend that before your course gets started in January, that you spend some time. I've got screenshots. You can learn about how to use OneSearch, how to do your searching. So I would recommend that Start Here is a good place to go. OneSearch and the Start Here tabs are a good way to get going. Other things you're going to find on the library page are some of the more popular things. So searching in OneSearch and searching for the database. This is our A to Z database list. It's all of the databases that we carry here from EBSCO, ProQuest, Sage, etc. Our instructional guides. So these are just shortcuts here, which are all also on the side tabs. We do also have a calendar. We host library drop-in hours. As you can see here, we have them on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesdays every other week. So if you're ever curious about coming in and seeing what's going on in the library, we have any classes that might be upcoming. So for instance, we have the Smart Search course using the library databases, which is taking place tomorrow. Any kind of library closures will be posted here. Oh, that says Happy New Year. Okay, I'll have to change that to Merry Christmas. I don't have the December holidays listed there. Anyway, so that's what you're going to find is just our welcome page. Again, you can see that the various departments of the Academic Commons are also here. As you saw, Christina demonstrated the Writing Services Department for you, but we are back at the library. We would like you to provide feedback to us. We do have a feedback form here to let us know how we're doing. If you would be so kind as to fill that out so we can know how we can improve to better serve you. We also have some quick links here, and we have some featured databases. Okay, we went over the Start Here tab. Okay, here's the A to Z database list. So I mentioned that we have subscriptions to all of these databases. So they are all listed here alphabetically. You can search by the name of a database. So for instance, psych articles, if you want to look for psych articles, you can search that way and enter it that way. You can also search by subject. So if you're not sure what the name of a database is, but you want to look for instance, some ethnic and area studies, you can search that way, and we find 23 databases. You can also look by type of database. So if you're just looking for ebook collections, you can search that way, and you can see that we have 65 ebook collections. Or you can search by vendor. Maybe you prefer a particular vendor like EBSCO host. Some people are partial to searching in EBSCO databases. So you can go ahead and look for vendor databases. So all of these databases have different icons associated with them. So you can see if you're looking for article databases, if you're looking for streaming video databases, what have you. So get yourself familiar with the different databases that we have here in the Saybrook Library. After that, we have instructional guides. I want you to make sure you're aware of the instructional guides because we have a lot of self-help here. If you want to learn how to do something, for instance, advanced research methods course, becoming aware of any alumni library services available to you. I know that seems far off right now, but there'll be a time during your time here where you'll want to know what kind of services are available to you as an alumni. We have an artificial intelligence tools and resources guide, browser extensions and various tools that you can put up in your browser bar. So take a look at these. One important guide I want to highlight here is the Google Scholar search. I know a lot of people like to use Google Scholar. So I want to point this one out to you that there is a way that you can integrate your Google Scholar with the Saybrook Library. There's a series of steps here in setting it up. This little guide walks you through that. Make sure you come here and you get yourself set up so that when you are searching in Google Scholar, when your results come up, you'll have a way of viewing what's in our content. Because a lot of times if you use Google Scholar, you're not going to be able to access the content, but this directly links anything you find in Google Scholar into our library databases. So make sure you take a look at that one. Also, in this instructional guides tab, there are Saybrook program guides. So you can come in, let's say you're in the transformative social change program. You can come in here and look for different article databases, ebooks, videos, different websites that are related to your topic area, areas of peace building, immigration, things like that, suggested podcasts. So definitely come here and check out the one that is for your program. If you're in psychology or in counseling, I know these programs are very different, but a lot of the resources that are used in these programs are similar. So it's separated into one guide. I am working on a separate counseling guide right now. So that's in the works, but it's not quite ready yet. We also have some instructional videos and our YouTube channel here for the library. So you can watch some videos. So make sure you come to this instructional guides page. I think it's one of the more important pages that we have. We have interlibrary loan at Saybrook. So we have a way that you can request digital copies of articles or book chapters from other libraries. Even though we have access to so much, there's a lot more out there. So if you ever encounter a situation where we don't have something, there is a way for asking for it from another library, usually within 24 hours and often more quickly, you can get access. Now, remember, we don't do any physical material, borrowing and lending, only digital. And we can't do full books. We can only do single book chapters. These are due to copyright restrictions. But you can definitely order plenty of materials from the interlibrary loan borrowing system. And you do have to be signed in to OneSearch in order to use that. There's a tab here called Find Resources by Type. Sometimes you just want to find certain types of information resources like streaming videos. So these are all listed out here. One that I want to call attention to is the Find Dissertations. Using dissertations is a great way to do your research. And we have access, as I mentioned, to ProQuest Dissertations and Theses Global. We also have that same dissertation and theses database filtered to Saybrook University dissertations that have been awarded. So you can look up program area, you can look up different faculty members if you're not sure if you're thinking about somebody who could be on your dissertation committee. If you're trying to find some dissertations and theses from your departmental area, like mind body medicine, you can look those up. We also have links here to dissertations of distinction and some other dissertation resources. So dissertations are a really good way to to get familiar with kind of cutting edge content in your area, to see how other people in your program may have written their dissertations and how they've presented their materials. So I would suggest you take advantage of that. Now, you already heard from Christina, and you're aware that we have an excellent writing services department here, but we do have some writing and citing resources on our page as well. Saybrook's does provide free access to a citation manager called RefWorks. So we have information about RefWorks here. It's included with our database, but it's not the only one. And frankly, it's not the greatest one. So we do have information about other citation managers. We have a whole guide listed here. This is becoming very popular, Zotero. So you may want to look at some of these other materials for your citation management. I'm going to skip over Get Help for a moment and for faculty, and I'll jump to this news page here. We post information about developments like new resources that are available. If we just went through a temporary tech freeze, database trials, new materials that we might have. So make sure you're taking a look. You can actually subscribe to this news page if you'd like, putting your email address in. We have a frequently asked question page. So if you just want quick answers to common questions like what is RefWorks, how do I access it, how do I see dissertations, so you can just put in a quick question here and get back that way, get some information that way. If you're faculty, there's a faculty page here, but I'm going to end talking about our Get Help page. So there's many ways to connect with us. So the best way is to email us. Rather than emailing me personally, it's best to send an email to library@saybrook.edu, because multiple people will see this. We are part of a consortium with our affiliate schools from the Community Solution. And so they assist with responding to questions in our chat, in our reference queue. So that's a good way to email us. Plus, we have a part-time staff member, Kirsten Klinghammer, who is a part-time reference librarian. I'm full-time and Kirsten is part-time. So rather than emailing either of us, it's best to use library@saybrook.edu, because we'll both see it. And if one of us is out or whatever, then you might not be as responded to quite as quickly. We have a scheduling appointment system. This is also on our homepage, but when you click schedule appointment, you'll get a calendar that opens up and you can book an appointment with us. You can put it in, it defaults to Pacific time, but you can update it to your own time zone. You can see here that I have mine updated. I default it to Central Time Zone. So you can make an appointment. If you don't see an available time, you can always contact us. We have a contact your library request form. This goes into our queue. You can put a quick question down here. It's right on this page. You've seen a little pop-up a few times. That's our Ask the Library chat system. So if you ever click this Ask the Library button, you can start a live chat. And this is with a human librarian 24/7, even on holidays. So you'll be prompted for your name, your email address. We do share this with these other community solution schools. You'll be asked for your school, and then you just put a quick question in. And most of the time, the chat librarians can help you. They're professional human librarians that can respond. If they cannot, they refer to the question to me. They create a ticket out of it, and then I get the ticket, and I'll follow up with you. So, and then I also mentioned earlier on the welcome page is our calendar over here. So you can, stop in at our drop-in hours. So make sure that if you take anything away from this brief presentation today, I would like you to remember that we do have many ways to get a hold of us. And the best thing is to, come to this Get Help page. and figure out which way to reach us is best for you. All right, so that concludes my portion of the Saybrook Library, and I believe we're going into the Q&A uh, breakout rooms after this, but I'll turn it back over to Brianna right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for your attention, and good luck.